I'm Sim and you're watching Curtain Call. Today I am joined by someone who lives and breathes music. She wears a lot of different hats: classical, flautist, radio presenter, producer, TV producer, and she is here today because the guy behind the camera told me her boyfriend kind of looks like Timothée Chalamet. Clare Neal, welcome to Curtain Call.
Thank you. I would really object the boyfriend Chalamet thing, just saying, but that's okay.
Okay, is there another actor you want to throw in the ring?
No.
He just doesn't look like anyone?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He just looks like himself.
Okay,
he
just looks
Joker
like...
from Full Metal Jacket.
I feel like boyfriend is still like a loose term. I'm just like, okay, hang on.
Anyway, this isn't about film. This isn't a show about boyfriends.
No, he's a beautiful man. He's a beautiful man.
Okay. Claire, you know what you're here to do? Get a movie off your chest.
Yeah. I want to talk about a guy called Marty. Marty Supreme.
Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
Before I say anything about this film, I just want to do a disclaimer that despite what I say, I still think it's worth a watch because I know this movie is really polarizing to all different people. And I think after watching this film, I am very polarized internally about what I think about it.
Okay. Take us back to the first time you watched it. Sure. Where were you? I want all the details. What was the situation?
I actually just watched it at home.
Nice.
So I had like a very cozy experience watching Marty Supreme for the first time. Yeah, it was chill, just chilling in my PJ.
Okay, wow. Chill is not a word I would use to describe this movie.
And they banned your scrawny. Give me that.
Similar to a lot of the other Safdie brothers films, I feel like it is a movie of constant edging towards a panic attack.
Yes, 100%. I would say I didn't have, I think because I had watched previous Safdie films, I was mentally more braced.
Okay.
I knew going in that I was going to be anxious most of the time.
Okay.
And I was.
Okay.
So it really lived up to my expectations.
I'm glad. So it wasn't necessarily surprising in that sense, but you still talk about this inner conflict. Mm-hmm. Where does the inner conflict stand with this film? Okay,
overall, I don't think there's any question that this film is extremely well made.
Mm-hmm.
The actors are all phenomenal. I think Chalamet, it is probably, as far as I have seen Chalamet, and I've watched him in a lot of films, I think this is probably one of my favorite roles that he's played.
Agreed.
But the character is definitely not what I would say, a very contentious protagonist.
Yes.
To say the least. Marty is a very slimy, self-centered guy that kind of goes to the nth degree to achieve this dream that he has. And I think one of the really interesting things about this film is that, and I think this is kind of true for other Safdie films, is that it is truly about an individual's personal and unyielding mission towards achieving what they view to be success. Mm-hmm. And in Marty's case, I just think it's probably one of the more extreme examples of that.
Yeah. Extreme examples include almost killing a dog.
You always will remain.
Yes. His actions directly leading to the deaths of several people.
It's okay.
Arson.
Fire
Sacrifice.
in the name of ping pong.
Yeah, as he so stringently calls it, table tennis.
I play real table tennis. Real table tennis.
And don't you forget it.
And I won't. What was the moment in the film where you were like, okay, now I feel conflicted because I kind of liked him, but I kind of don't? Because he is a fallible protagonist, but I think the inner conflict come from a place of you are sort of still rooting for him.
Yeah, and I think that sort of started for me pretty early on, because I think the one thing that is pretty obvious about Marty is that he's not the best guy, but he is like extremely truthful about what he's yearning for.
Yeah.
And I think like the rawness of that, you can't knock his earnestness.
Yes.
And I feel like that earnestness in a way is an admirable quality. It's just like all of the other stuff
kind of sucks.
like kind of sucks.
Yes.
And just like the selfishness and the different characters around him that are sort of like implicated in negative ways by his choices.
We got into a little fender bender.
What?
But it's gonna be okay. It's minor damage. I could pay for it.
You know what's funny to me? That you want to entertain the Japanese so badly and they murdered your son. That's funny to me.
Let me hold 5 for gas money.
No, you shouldn't bet with money you don't
How
have.
am I gonna get home?
Walk. I just want the $700 that Murray owes me. Do you think you could grab me another necklace?
Are you serious?
You said they mean nothing to you. It just
What?
took you a couple minutes.
I was just gone for half an hour. I can't go up and come right back down
You
there.
said
I have a
you'd do that
house
for
full
the
of people.
police
My
officers?
mother is up there. Oh my God.
Wait. Go home, Rachel. Just go home.
What am I going to say?
Figure it out.
What am I going to say?
Go home. Go home, Rachel.
It's one of those films that the character dynamics are really interesting.
Yes.
And all really individual. And like there are some characters that you just like, I feel like Marty is not the only example of a character that you kind of love and hate and also empathize with, but also hate that you do, and love that you do as well. Like they're very well-rounded characters and multifaceted. And I think that's what makes this film ultimately so interesting.
Totally. And I feel like there is a level of it being endearing in the sense that all of these quote unquote grown-ups try and knock the earnesty out of him, or like this sense of like, I'm going to achieve this thing. And for whatever reason, he's kind of unflappable in his pursuit of table tennis success. But then it plays out really interesting with his baby mama.
Yeah. And I feel like that's a really good example of a character that kind of does have her own agenda as well.
Awesome.
And kind of goes to some interesting lengths to try and make it happen, and then different things happen and people are kind of compromised in different ways. But it's nothing different to what's kind of happened in the bigger picture of the plot with Marty. It's just, you know, there are, and I mean, one of the things about this movie is that there are quite a few subplots where people have different things going on and people are striving towards different things or want different things. And the interplay of that and like the give and take between those characters and those plot lines is such a good example, I think, of just like real human interaction.
Totally.
Even if it's probably more on the extreme end of things that would happen on the day-to-day, like there's no doubt that you interact with people every day that are striving towards different goals and have different ambitions, different values. And it was a really intense study of that.
Totally. I want to talk about the fact that his reputation, and when I say his, I mean Marty Supreme, the character, kind of preceded him in this movie because of the press run that went before.
Yeah.
All of the A24 marketing that went before in this movie. Like, we knew it was going to be an anxiety-riddled film.
Yeah.
We also knew that Marty was going to be a bit of an asshole based on the marketing.
Yeah. And I think the marketing was really interesting as well.
Marty Supreme is an American film that comes out on Christmas Day.
One of the things that I also think is really interesting about this film is that it does such a well-rounded job of kind of like looping in all of these different periods of time. Like essentially this movie is set in 1952. So it's a 50s movie.
Yeah.
But when you look at things like the marketing, it's like kind of even more a little futuristic.
Totally.
And you look at things like the soundtrack where there's so much, I guess, like 80s influence, but done with like these really like new age like synthesizers in the OST. Like there are so many, and like even just down to like the coloring of the film, it's not like a 1950s or a 1980s film, but it's truly filmed and colored in that beautiful like A24 stylized way. So it's like there are so many examples of this film like kind of being timeless and encapsulating all of these different periods of time in a way that kind of makes it not a 1950s film. It's truly like a piece of art.
Totally. And it seems to transcend its context.
Yes.
We should have the blimp go above Flognaw and rain ping pong balls, Marty Supreme branded, rain ping pong balls on everyone. It just is a concept.
I love that idea.
It would be impossible not to talk about the music in this film. As you mentioned before, it's that 80s synthy soundtrack.
Yes, I'm obsessed. The OST, Daniel Lopatin, Oneohtrix Point Never, who is an amazing artist in his own right, just released his own latest album at the end of last year, which is amazing, and he has incredible music videos as well. But also, just thinking of artists that are on the soundtrack off the bat, like we have like the Alphaville. Alphaville, it's like a beautiful needle drop there.
Beautiful.
With Forever
the
Young.
choir edition.
Yeah. Oh my God.
As
that's a
Timmy's
classic.
sperm is making its way to
gorgeous,
Odessa's egg.
gorgeous, beautiful swimming opening sequence. Beautiful. And what else did we have? We had some Tears for Fears, quite a few songs. There's a little bit of Peter Gabriel.
Yep, sprinkled in there.
And then like a little bit of kind of old school stuff.
And then the final needle drop is Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Oh, I mean, doesn't everybody? And like, I feel like those songs themselves, like Everybody Wants to Rule the World, like Forever Young, like they are such good examples of like really timeless synth songs as well. So I feel like they translated really well into the overall art direction of like this kind of timeless piece of art, simply because of the individual pieces of art that they are as songs.
Yeah.
So yeah, the music direction on this film is awesome.
Yeah,
loved it.
Well, without further ado, Claire, thank you for coming on Curtain Call.
Thank you so much for having me. And I hope everyone, having listened to that conversation, goes and watches Marty Supreme on Stan.
Available now.